Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel, Diamonds and Washi. My name is Katie, and if you are new to my channel, hey, welcome. I hope you'll consider subscribing for lots more diamond painting content, and if you are back, welcome back. Today I'm here with a reveal and post review of one of my recently completed diamond painting kits. I really love doing these videos because hopefully it gives you a sense for what a diamond painting kit is going to look like once completed, and also just a general sense for what a particular diamond painting shop has to offer. I really try to work on a variety of different diamond painting kits here on my channel and share with you a variety of different small shops and what they have to offer, just so it gives you a sense for here's where you want to shop and what a company has to offer, and if it happens to be the kind of thing that's your jam. So the kit I have to share with you guys today, I am so beyond excited to share with you. This is one of the launch kits from Randa's Crafty Corner. You guys, this is Miriel by the artist Nimerya art, and I am about speechless. I cannot believe that this is a launch kit from a new small shop. Well, Randa's Crafty Corner has been around for a while, selling diamond painting accessories, including wax and minders, and what she's arguably most well known for, which is her scented putty, which is one of my absolute favorite putties to go to in my multi-placer. But she did just launch diamond painting kits. She started out with two, both from the same artist. I actually bought both because I loved both immediately, and I decided to work on this one right away. Like I said, this is by Nimerya art, and the name of it is Miriel, and I cannot believe it. I cannot believe how well this turned out, and I'm really incredibly impressed. So the details on this one, the specs, if you will, are 50 by 50 centimeters, very beginner friendly kit. It has a total of 34 colors, including, I think it was two ABs. Yeah, two ABs. This one had round drills. The other launch kit has square drills, and it has poured glue, and the artwork is licensed, and you can get these through Randa's Crafty Corner on her Etsy shop. And these are hand charted, if you couldn't tell. Now, when I talk about charting and rendering, what I'm talking about is how the artwork has been designed and turned into diamond painting form from the original artwork. That means like just where the colors have been placed and how it's been designed. And the difference between computer charting and hand charting is computer charting is just when a company has dumped the image into a software and it spits back out an image. Usually there's, it's just how the computer interprets it and how it thinks our human eye is going to see it. And often there's a lot of unnecessary confetti, or there's some odd blurriness, like any kind of stuff like that. Hand charting is when there's really a human touch that goes into it, where someone is coming in and going, okay, we're going to tweak this so that it's more streamlined, or it has a specific kind of vibe, and the color changes and shifts, everything kind of makes more sense, and the image just looks more polished. And it is so beyond evident to me that, like, even if you knew nothing about it, I think you could probably look at this piece and go, wow, this just looks like a much higher quality image than a lot of other like diamond paintings out there can tend to look. And I am really blown away, especially at this size. I think that they did an amazing job. So rendering and charting are that's like the thing that really truly is like the most important to me. You're gonna hear me talk about that a lot when I do reviews of completed kits. And so I'm thrilled with how this one really did turn out. So I thought this image was so incredibly warm and cozy. I love the fox. When I did the unboxing and I'm looking at the canvas, I'm trying to describe what's going on, I misspoke and I was like, oh, is the fox in a sling? No. This is our little elf girl's arm. And this is this gorgeous lace detailed, floral detailed sleeve of her top or her dress. And yeah, so that's what's going on there. I thought that the colors in this were incredibly rich and warm. I cannot get over how her hair is charted. You're getting some glare from that natural light because the drills are just really shiny and sparkly. So I'm trying to give you angles where you can see the colors truly as they are, and that's about right. Her hair is beautifully charted. It's so warm and gorgeous. The fox face, I love. It's so adorable. It's so cute. I can't. And little fox ears. You guys, look at the detailing in her sleeves. Up close, it's a little harder to see those details come together, but even up close, you can totally tell that these are these beautiful flowers. There's a red AB that is throughout the flowers that I think is gorgeously placed. And then the white trim here on the sleeve has white ABs. You can see it there, kind of every other drill almost, and gives it a absolutely gorgeous effect. I love it. I love it. When I was working on this, I was a little unsure of this pale pink color that was the transition from the orange into like the fox's tail, the gray of the fox's tail. But in my opinion, when you look at the image as a whole, I think it completely works. But when I was up close, I was like, there's a pink there. Is that right? And I buy it now. There's actually some of that pale pink on the fox, like again, this transition that I didn't even notice when I was working on it here. So yeah, I know it completely works in my opinion. I think that the elf's face, our little elf maiden here, I think her face is rendered beyond beautifully. It is really striking, I feel like, the color shifts, but that's the style of the artwork, and I think it's blended gorgeously. Up close, again, you can see it looks a little more pixelated because that's how diamond paintings work, but I would definitely feel like as you pull back that this completely comes together and looks stunning, completely stunning. We have the same red flowers here in this hairpiece as we did down on her sleeve, and again we have those red ABs. There's a sprinkling of white ABs in there too, and then the top of her ear and this earring she's wearing have some white ABs as well. You guys can see up close, these drills were fantastic quality. They were really, really nice to work with. The glue was really sticky, and I haven't had any diamonds falling off, and I tend to just kind of like roll up my canvases, and I'm not like, I don't baby them necessarily, but like when I'm waiting to like film these reviews and stuff like that, often they just kind of, they'll sit and they'll kind of just sit out. And so I like that this one is just, it's holding the glue beautifully. It's working really well. I did have plenty left over in every single color, as you can see here. I was a little bit unsure. I suppose this is some feedback I need to go share with Randa. This is so incredibly nitpicky and not even remotely a deal breaker. I want to make sure you guys know that. But when you can see the symbols, they came on these sticker sheets, and the symbol was a separate cutout from the DMC number. The cuts weren't super clean around the symbols themselves. I had to use tweezers to kind of like poke and prod at them, and sometimes it didn't want to detach with the sticker part. I think this is a nice, like, innovative idea, because I don't know, there may be one or two other companies that have done this before. I'm trying to remember. I don't want to misspeak, but I myself, for kits that I personally have worked on, have not kitted up a kit that has had this style of like the symbol is the separate round cutout sticker and this is a rectangle. This is the first time I've actually kitted a kit up with those, and it's not like a necessary thing for me. I'm really okay if this were all just like one rectangle. But I know that a lot of people, maybe the kind of storage container that you work out of, like I know a lot of people like those the screw top bottles that are kind of like narrow. That probably is perfect for you, or those really little containers. So I really appreciate that like she's provided that option, but I did have to fight. You can kind of see there's some fuzzies like around the side. It was a struggle to kind of peel some of these little round stickers out. Like I'll insert a picture if I have one, actually, because I think I did take a picture while I was working. So I'll put that up on the screen here. I'm going to repeat that this is so incredibly not a deal breaker. This is literally me like sharing the tiniest thing to nitpick, and it doesn't even have to do with the canvas. Like it's just purely like something that happened with the kitting up process. I did also, though, I will say just one tiny piece of feedback that I will share with Randa as well, is that these two symbols, the letter R and the number 8, on the canvas, sometimes my brain just had to work a tiny bit harder to distinguish between the two because they both are so similar with a dark red background and a black symbol. The printing was super clear. If I have a picture, I'll put that picture up on the screen and you can see the printing is completely clear, but I just had to make sure that my brain was on and I was paying attention. So not a deal breaker. I would be completely fine if she chose not to make any changes to like those symbols. It's just a tiny thing. So anyway, I had plenty left over. You can see that there are these little squares. You're probably like, what are those little squares in there? I cut up a piece of dryer sheet. I live in a climate that for whatever reason, my diamonds tend to be a little bit more static prone. I think that these came in Ziploc baggies. I'm pretty sure that they came in Ziploc baggies. And so just for me in my climate, if diamonds come to me in those resealable baggies, they are more likely to have static. If you find yourself running into static from whatever company, however the diamonds are packaged, if you're looking for suggestions, the thing that tends to work, well, 99% of the time it works for me, is just to cut up a small square of dryer sheet, and I'll put it in the baggie before I even try to dump it into these storage containers, and I'll just shake it around, and that tends to get rid of the static. You can see these aren't staticky like whatsoever. So that works for me. I know there's a lot of other tips out there. Like some people are like, oh, I spray a Q-tip with static guard and then swirl it around in the baggie. I just like doing the dryer sheet because then I just dump it into the container, and that just prevents like any additional static from building up. Usually every once in a blue moon I have to tuck an extra second or third dryer square sheet in there, but I didn't in this kit. I don't even think I had to use a dryer sheet in every color, but a lot of them. But again, that's so heavily climate dependent, and I don't ever see that as a deal breaker when it comes to diamond painting kits, unless the static is horrendous, which I've run into maybe once or twice, and that was not the case with this company. This is minor static, so don't let that be a deterrent. Static is really easy to deal with, especially in the grand scheme, which is like you get this incredibly gorgeous diamond painting kit. Don't let static be a deterrent. I absolutely have to tell you that as much as I had those like couple of really, really tiny stress points, that I would even call stress points, areas that I'll share as far as feedback goes, I absolutely would not let that be a deterrent from me buying from Randa's Crafty Corner again, and I would not hesitate to highly recommend the shop to you guys. I'm really incredibly impressed. I think this is an amazing quality, especially for a diamond painting company that is just launching. I think that Randa really did try to thoroughly test out her kits and give us some really nice quality, and I think it shows. I enjoyed every bit of working on this kit. It was just easy, enjoyable. There was a decent amount of color blocking that often comes with hand charting, actually. And so it worked up decently quickly. And I thought it was a good mix of color blocking and confetti, just all around lovely kit to work on. And it feels like a luxury level kit almost. And I always encourage people to keep that in mind when they're buying from small shop diamond painting companies in particular, is that they are, the cost is kind of determined by the cost of materials. I did some lazy multi-placing here. I'm like, can I shift these at all so it looks more even? And they're compensating their artists. Often they're compensating their artists like better than even some of these big companies are. Like, I mean, I don't know the actual like insider info all the time, but like when it comes to small businesses, when you're buying diamond painting kits from them, I think that it's reasonable to expect that you might have to pay a little bit more, because that's just how it works when you buy from a small shop. Randa is just running this company herself. It's just her. This is her little business. And so I did not have an issue with the price point, because I felt like it matches the quality, it's licensed artwork, and I'm supporting a small shop, and there were some nice touches to the process as well. So anyway, you guys, if you couldn't tell, I'm giving this like a very wholehearted recommendation. If you haven't had the chance to go check out Randa's Crafty Corner's launch kits that are, like I said, it's two pieces from this artist, this one and then this really cute mermaid that I still need to share with you guys. And the other one comes with square drills. This one comes with rounds. If you haven't had the chance to go and check those out yet, go and take a look, see if they're in stock and you want to jump on them. I know she has more coming. Also, if you haven't tried out her scented putty before, I love using Randa's Crafty Corner scented putty on my multi-placer and my single placer. Not sponsored. I purchased all of this. Like, I always purchase my putty and my kits and everything from her myself with my own money. She hasn't asked me to. So hopefully that gives you some confidence in that I'm trying to give you as unbiased an opinion as I possibly can. I love it. I absolutely love it. And I cannot wait to see what they have coming next. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that this video was helpful in helping you decide if you want to check out the small shop. I hope that you do. If nothing else, give their shop a heart on Etsy and follow her on Instagram, which I'll link in the description box below this video. That's a really good way to stay up to date. If neither of her current launch kits catch your eye, you can at least stay up to date with when she has new stuff coming. So have an amazing rest of your day. Be sure to subscribe if you want to stay up to date with my diamond painting content, including future finishes. And let me know if you have any questions, comments, happy thoughts down in the comment section below this video. Have an amazing day, my friends, and I'll chat with you in the next one. Bye.